Welcome to another episode of Family Bytes. I'm Vincent.
And I'm Janice.
And we have quite an intellectual activity for you today. So, one of the most wonderful things that you can do with your kids is help them figure out what they want to be like when they grow up. And the problem with that is that there's so many things that you can really get lost in that process.
So we start together as a family, and in doing so, one of the most important things that we have identified were values, our family values.
Yep, so it's totally easy to do. You go online and you search out value suggestion words, and there are lots of pages with tons of value words. And essentially, you and your kids sit down and choose for yourself what would be your top 5 values. And everybody in a group then says what are their values, and they describe why it's important to them. And once you're done with that, you put them together and you decide together what would be the family values. Now once you're done with it, it's an incredibly deep moment. If you can hold that space with your kids, don't pass judgment, don't say it's good, it's bad, well that's a rubbish value or other way, any of that sort of thing. Accept it for what it is, and that's their value, and they have a right to choose that. And you'll see the amazing development of trust and relationship that comes through with that.
Yeah. So we'd like to share some of ours. Although this one we've done a couple of years back, so it was without the input of our kids because our kids were a lot younger then. But we're going to be repeating that exercise with their input sometime this week, hopefully.
So it should be on screen right now. So our values were deliberate practice and presence, open-mindedness, adventure, resilience, perseverance, trust, forgiveness, unity, faith, hope, and love. Now you'll notice that we have a ton of values over here, quite a lot. It's way more than 5. So we've learned from experience that you probably shouldn't have too many because it's a bit messy. Maybe pick 5 and then start there, but don't go for too many. And then once you were done with the 5, and it's really nice if everybody gets to choose the 5. It's really important to go to the next step before you stop the process, which is, and here's an example, but it should come up on screen really nice for you. You need to write down in a sentence what that value means. So for example, open-mindedness is defined as I'm willing to receive new ideas. And say deliberate practice is I practice and focus my attention on how to improve my ability to do things. And as time goes on, when you're doing things with your family, repeat the words again and again, and allow your kids to call you out on where you're not showing those values too. So it's not a one-way process. And talk to them about how maybe you forgot to practice those values as those family values. Because if we're going to have our kids learn, they need to see that we as parents can make mistakes and learn at the same time. And it's very important to have that two-way situation going on.
Yeah. And what we've done with ours as well is to print them out and paste them somewhere where everyone can see them so that they're constantly reminded of them.
Absolutely. Now, the next session, we're going to tell you about the secret sauce to how we really take this to the next level. Most people do this and stop there, and they don't see the beauty of this. So watch out for the next one.